the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Ravens going up against the Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1970.
Oh, man, rain right out the gate. Right out the gate, rain.
Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. First carry now. This is Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit and second down.
That's
Looks
funny.
like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Taylor. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Taylor now to throw on third down. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on second down. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go to Johnson again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, rolls. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Thomas rolls. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Taylor. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. He is going to find Hill here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's got some space here. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
A first update now from Cleveland. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the air, Taylor after the pick-6. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Taylor will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Jones on the return. Nifty footwork at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
David Johnson on his way. And all the way home for a Bill Bills touchdown. David Johnson, 54 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. And it is now 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
On second down, Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Time running out here on the play clock. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Spins past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Second quarter in Cleveland. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Taylor. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Taylor. They set up the screen to Hill. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 49. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. They go play action with Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Milano in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round! Let's round! Here we go! White, 9,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go! What?
Now Taylor looking to throw on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Lawson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play action. It's Tannehill. Airing it out for Hurns. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Third down now following the completed pass. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. This one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hurt.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
Taylor going to throw again. A dump off now to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Taylor now to throw on third down. He'll bite, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Milano able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tannehill on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And some room to roam now.
Whoosh.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills head on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Taylor, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now it's Taylor. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So Taylor is out, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Flacco looking for his first toss. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. A big play on 3rd for the Ravens. 49 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Milano. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Second down. Flacco now. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. They set up the screen to Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Nice game there.
I knew you was going to run that slant, and I'll let you do it anyway.
For the final score. They're not going to
Should
win
have been
this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
Good game, bro.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
1st down, this is wrong. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
3rd down. Here's Rawls. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. Late stages, and the Titans now out in front. A win would be their first of the young season. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Tom Davis. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Good game, bro. I just looked at the clock, man. I'm going to knit it out. Respect. Good game, man.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Bro, you can hear me? Good game, man. Respect. Hey, man. Hey, I played you last year, man. It's the same thing, man. But, hey, you staying in there, man. I get blowed out, too, sometimes, man. I got blowed out by the Jets, and then I beat them in the second game. So, I mean, you know, you gotta keep playing, man, and switch things up. I switched up a lot of things this game that I didn't do the first time.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.